We're on camera at the minute.
Oh, right.
We're on camera.
There's a low-light Morris Minor.
That's our OD car. James, OD car.
Yes.
I was a mechanic on OD cars. That's where I served my time. They were precision engineers, which meant they did crankshaft grinding, boring, all that. Nothing had to go anywhere. Everything was done there. Had to go nowhere else. They had even a blacksmith spring shop for making lorry springs. They had a forge and all, and they were able to heat the metal and make those big springs you see, they put the big coil on them and such like. They did that. I worked at these here, I worked at those Rolls Royces, I worked at Aston Martins, and OD cars, £1.50 a week was my wages. And a fully fledged mechanic had done his serving his time. His top pay was £7.5 a week. The foreman on it was a Mr. Thompson, and he was very keen on having country fellows working on it because he thought that they were a bit more reliable than the Belfast fellows. There was about 35 mechanics in it when I worked on it. That was the garage part, that wasn't the machine shop end, you know, there was another, maybe 15 worked there. Oh no, it's still the original chassis, yes, that's original. So this technique of the back springs here, the way they worked, instead of the spring as a normal spring would sit in the middle of the axle, here, they had it tied there and the axle at the back of the spring. That's not the ordinary conventional way of doing things. Oh, for her times, it's a very wonderful bit of engineering, you know, really, because you took the cars at that time and she was so robust and strong. The strength of the chassis and such like was very, very strong. And she has overhead camshaft in the engine. Now, that was an idea that wasn't even brought until about the 1950s, 60s. Your cars that you had overhead camshaft was a great feature. This had this in 1909. 1909. So it's a similar radiator nearly to a Rolls Royce. It was based on Rolls Royce actually.
And when the foreman sent you to bring in a Rolls Royce.
I was only 19 at the time, and we worked these Rolls Royces. Now there were 3 in Belfast. There was 2 surgeons, one in the City Hospital and one in the Royal Rolls Royces. So in them days we went down to Belfast in the bus and collected these cars and brought them back. So the foreman says to me, to go and pick up this Rolls Royce, and if you breathe in this car, your cards will be in the office, you'll have no longer a job. So I was only 19, bring this Rolls Royce through Belfast back to the garage. NOD cars became making shell casings during the war. All those engineers and places in Belfast were actually commissioned to make stuff for the war effort in the Second World War. Mackies, they made hand grenades and guns at Springfield Road. OD cars made shell casings. And they got a direct hit in the first bombing of Belfast during the Blitz. And they moved out to the Nadry. You know where the Nadry Inn is? The hotel. Down that small road there was another works down there, and they moved out to there and carried on during the war. Now the river runs past that there, down that road, and there's a walk-over bridge there. OD cars made that bridge, put up for the workers to walk across, because they had to take a big detour around to come off the buses during the war. So a lot of history to it. So there is. To serve your time in the motor business in them days, you had to do 5 years apprenticeship, and then actually a year's improvers. So then I became a fully fledged motor mechanic then after that. And then I went out in my own business from 1963, so I'm working for myself 52 years this year. Wow. On my own business. I'm age 87 now, passed in July, and I'm still working. I'm still lying below tractors and lorries and diggers and all the rest of it. A really fantastic place to serve your time in, you know. No, it really brings back great memories of seeing that vehicle again, you know. It really is wonderful.